What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the Wrestling World Podcast. I'm your host, AJ. Before we get to tonight's video, please hit that like and sub button and hit that notification bell for your latest wrestling news, rumors, content, and spoilers. Well, I hate to say I told you guys so, but I told you so after months of people telling me that Gunther will not be John Cena's final opponent and it will be somebody else. The time has come, and we found out this past Friday night that Gunther will, in fact, be John Cena's final opponent. Gunther defeated LA Knight, making him John Cena's final opponent for Saturday night's main event. Now, you're probably asking, why did this happen? And why is it Gunther? A lot of people are infuriated because Gunther won. And I don't know why. But before I get into that, let's talk about LA Knight. A lot of people are saying LA Knight was buried. A lot of people are saying that LA Knight should leave WWE, that LA Knight deserves better. Now, in my eyes, LA Knight was not buried. LA Knight made it farther in that tournament than anyone. LA Knight has done some great things in WWE. Don't get me wrong. The booking could be better, I agree. But Cena's final opponent would mean more if he faced a top heel like Gunther. Now, throughout Cena's career, he has faced great heels, monstrous heels, the top heels, right? Gunther is amongst that. Through Cena's career, he has faced the Great Khali, he has faced Umaga, he has faced the Big Show, he has faced so many top names. Gunther is amongst that. And obviously, they gotta tell a story here. Now, it's not gonna be a long story, A week away, they're not gonna really tell a story, but Gunther is the top guy. Cena is known for facing the top guys. And right now, that is Gunther. Not saying LA Knight is not a top guy, but right now, Gunther is the top guy. And so, this needs to happen. Gunther versus Cena is going to be great for many reasons. One, to me, it's a dream match. The top guy in WWE, the top babyface versus the top heel. Two, Cena's going to put over Gunther. Now, I thought months ago when John Cena won the Intercontinental Championship and became a Grand Slam champion, making history, that he would drop the title to Gunther at Saturday night's main event, making Gunther a two-time Intercontinental Champion. That did not happen. I was wrong. But now, we've come to where Cena is still going to put Gunther over. And that's what the top guys do when they retire most of the time. They put the new talent over. Much like how Goldberg did with Gunther. Much like how Kurt Angle did with Drew McIntyre. You put the talent over because that helps the business move forward. The new guy gets over, he's out there. He's still wrestling, he's still continuing his career because the veteran put him over. That's how you make stars in the business, right? And that is what Cena is going to do. That's why this match is so important. Yes, Cena could put over LA Knight. Yes, it would be cool. But honestly, I think that Cena versus Gunther would be a much better match. Because, like I said, top babyface, top heel. It just makes sense. And it was plain as day, guys. Like I said, a lot of people were telling me, oh, it's going to be Edge, it's going to be Jey Uso, it's going to be somebody new, it's going to be somebody from NXT. It was plain in sight. It was going to be Gunther all along. Before this tournament even started, there were reports of Cena versus Gunther. And I said that months ago. It just makes sense. Nobody believed me. Nobody. And now it's finally happened, and now people are complaining, saying, I don't want this match. Well, don't think of it as the match. Think of it, this is Cena's last match. Be honored that you get the privilege to watch Cena's last match. So does it really matter who it's against? No, because this is Cena's last match. We're honored to be watching it no matter who it was. I mean, it could be against Hornswoggle for all I care, but it's Cena's last match, and I'm honored to be able to say that I've watched Cena's first matches in WWE, and I'm watching his last matches. But regardless of who he's facing, he's putting someone over. He's doing the right thing. He's giving the proper send-off. And people just don't understand that. And for the ones who do, I appreciate you, but this is it's smart booking. Babyface versus the heel. It's the way wrestling has always been. Babyfaces versus heels. The writing is always there. Now, from time to time, we get babyface versus babyface or heel versus heel in today's wrestling, which I don't understand because I'm not a fan of heel versus heel. I'm old school, To me, wrestling has always been the babyfaces versus the heels, the good guys versus the bad guys, much like you see in movies, much like you see in comic books and superhero movies and movies in general. It's always the good guys versus the bad guys. Wrestling is very similar. And that's the way it should be. That's why I said it was in writing all along. We need the top heel and the top babyface, and people just don't get that. Gunther, to say he beat Cena and putting this on his resume, retiring Goldberg, retiring Cena, that's something to say right there. The fact that Dominic Mysterio can now say he's defeated Cena, Cena's doing the right thing, guys. He's putting over the talent before he leaves because that's how the business moves forward, like I said earlier. So don't get upset if Cena loses because it's bound to happen. A lot of people are saying, oh, Cena should win his last match. No, he shouldn't. Would it be cool? Yeah, but what's that do for anybody? What's that do for Gunther? Well, if Cena were to beat LA Knight, what would that do for LA Knight? People want LA Knight to face Cena, but then they want Cena to win his last match. What would that do for LA Knight? If LA Knight defeated Cena, no, I'm just saying if LA Knight won the match, if he would have defeated Gunther and he would have been the one to face Cena. If LA Knight had won his match and faced Cena and defeated Cena, then people be hating LA Knight. I mean, so it's a lose-lose for LA Knight. It's a lose-lose. You might as well hate the heel, right? If Cena would have won, what would that do for LA Knight? And if LA Knight would have beat Cena, people would hate LA Knight. So you might as well hate the heel, right? So it's not really doing LA Knight favors, I mean, in my opinion, because you still got people complaining about LA Knight regardless. So, I mean, some people be happy about it, I guess, but honestly, yeah, beating Cena would be cool for anybody's record. But an LA Knight situation, when his booking ain't the greatest, I mean, and if for some reason if he were to defeat Cena and the fans turn on him, then what? Think about that. I wouldn't have a problem with LA Knight defeating Cena. But given that LA Knight's booking hasn't been the greatest, I mean, you know, and fans are already frustrated with LA Knight's booking, you gotta think it kind of suck if the fans would turn. So, I mean, then if Cena would have defeated LA Knight, you got to think about that too. What's that doing for LA Knight? So, I mean, but like I said, if LA Knight would beat Cena, Cena would be doing the right thing. He'd be putting LA Knight over. But given this situation with LA Knight and the possibility of the fans turning on LA Knight, would be a good idea. Just saying. So, I mean, Gunther's the best option, in my opinion. Gunther's a heel. They can hate Gunther all they want, The more heat on the heel, the better, in my opinion. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. I'm happy Gunther's facing Cena. I'm just going to say it. I'm happy. I think WWE made the right call. To me, this is a dream match. Many people think it's not. But it is what it is. Anyways, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think LA Knight should have won? Are you happy Gunther's facing Cena? And what do you want the outcome to be? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Have a blessed day, you guys. Good night.